Welcome to the show, everybody. We got a big one here for you. This is the suck-a-sode. Do not draft these players. Players to avoid. I'm going through every single team, and I'm telling you the players that suck for fantasy football 2023. These are players you do not want to draft and avoid at all costs. Why? Because they suck. You got to stay away from these guys. I'm the only one telling you the truth, guys. I'm the only one laying it out and telling you these guys actually suck at what they do, and that is football. Yes, do not draft them. They're not worthy to be on your precious fantasy football teams. Why? Because fantasy football is greater than reality football. Why? Because you are just as important as they are. Why? Because you are a human being as well. They are not above you, and they suck, and they're not worthy to be on your team. So again, we're going to go through every single team and tell you who sucks. I'm bringing the energy, I'm bringing the heat, and I'm going to tell you guys the truth. So make sure you guys are subscribed, smash a thumbs up, bring the energy, and let me know if you agree or disagree with some players here as we go from A to Z on every NFL team, talking about each player that sucks. All right, let's get into it. I'm pumped. Let's go. All right, guys, the suck-a-sode is here. Welcome to this show. I'm super pumped to dive into this. I'm bringing the energy, bringing the heat. Make sure you guys are subscribed, smash the thumbs up, and most importantly, to figure out and get all the guys that do not suck, grab the 16-round draft solution. I've linked it below. Use code SMASH to save. And also join the Patreon group. You can see I'm wearing the general shirt. Join the front lines, guys, in the Patreon group. Sleepers, you get I'm thinking 16 rounds. You get all the waiver wires, DFS. I'm so pumped up, I can't even talk. You get all the in-season stuff, guys, from waiver wires, optimal DFS play, starts and sits, direct access, exclusive vlogs from myself, inside information, news as it breaks. You get all that stuff in the Patreon front lines. Go patreon.com/FF Counselor at 16 rounds for the actual draft. The draft solution, use code SMASH to save there, okay? I've linked it below. Just go right here below on YouTube or head on over to thefantasyfootballcounselor.com under programs. All right, let's go through every team. Starting off with the Arizona Cardinals. Again, in the comments, make it interactive. Let me know if you agree. Let me know what you guys think. So Arizona Cardinals, the people that jump out at me that absolutely suck. Man, I'm telling you, Kyler Murray, trash, garbage player. Does not deserve the money that he's got. Apparently, he's going to be missing a ton of time, I think 4 weeks or something like that, until the season starts. Into the season, he's going to miss time. Just do not draft. Trash player. A lot of people are high on James Conner. He had like a lot of touchdowns years ago, but he sucks. He's not, like, what year are we in? Are we in 2018, guys? Guys, come on. You're telling me that James Conner's value? There's other running backs to draft, which I explained in the 16-round draft solution, and James Conner is not one of them. He sucks. Another guy that absolute trash, okay, is Rondale Moore. Like, what's the deal with that guy? Everyone's like, I'm drafting Rondale Moore. Sucks, okay? Let's move on to the Atlanta Falcons here. And I got to go here with Cordarrelle Patterson. Stay away at all costs. Why? Because he sucks. They wouldn't have drafted Tyler Algier and Bijan Robinson if Cordarrelle Patterson doesn't suck. He was a product of the offense. He did okay when he played. But the guy came in the league as a wide receiver for the Vikings. And honestly, he sucked for years. Did okay on the Falcons. But this year, stay away. Absolutely sucks. Ravens. Tons of sucking going on here. J.K. Dobbins sucks, trash, done absolutely nothing, and people are drafting him as an RB1. Anyone telling you to go zero RB, meaning avoid the stud running backs that I'm telling you to draft, guys like Bijan, all those guys, the Nick Chubbs of the world, right? The Jahmyr Gibbs, and they're telling you to avoid those guys and make J.K. Dobbins your RB1. Ludicrous. They're lying to you. Why? Because J.K. Dobbins sucks. He's done nothing, and he's on a run-first team, guys, by the quarterback. The quarterback's the run-first team. They don't throw a lot of the balls. Now they're saying, well, they added Zay Flowers and this and that. But listen, I'm telling you, it's still going to be a Lamar Jackson, questionable, him running the ball with his feet and probably getting hurt because he only played 12 games last year and 12 games the year before, has not finished the last 2 seasons. So, I'm not sold on Dobbins. Gus Edwards, trash. And some people will draft Gus Bus later over getting an upside guy like a Tank Bigsby or something like that. Guys, sucks. Melvin Gordon's on this team talking about adding to the sucking train. The whole train is sucking along the train tracks. Suck, 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 suck. Not chug, 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 or whatever sound, toot, toot, whatever sound a train makes. It's suck, suck, suck around. It's a train wreck for that matter. When you're looking at J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, and fumbles Gordon. All right. And then you got Odell Beckham. You're adding more to the sucking. I don't see the hype with this offense, man. I don't see it. Now, again, Lamar Jackson's got some upside, Mark Andrews. But again, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the players that suck. But you got Odell Beckham Jr., who is the suckiest player in all of fantasy. These guys were telling you, the kid sheeps were telling you to draft him first overall for like 4 years in a row. I told you to avoid him, and he busted all those 4 years. He sucks most of all. He's the suckiest player of all fantasy. There's a lot of sucking going on the Baltimore Ravens, and I'm staying away. All right, moving on to the Buffalo Bills. Oh boy, there's some sucking going on here. Like, who the heck is Khalil Shakir? Like, is this Shakira's brother or sister, Shakira? Like, what is going on? I've never heard of Shakir, but he's third on the depth chart. Why? Because he sucks. He shouldn't even be on the depth chart. Then you got Damian Harris, who got let go. Latavius Murray somehow on this team. I don't even know why he's still in the NFL, because he sucks. And James Cook, I mean, you could prove to me that you don't suck. We still don't know. And then you got Dawson Knox, right? I mean, why would you draft Dalton Kincaid if Dawson Knox is so good? So there's a chance that he really could suck. But there's a lot of sucking going on here as well. But I don't want to get too much into it other than Latavius Murray really sucks. So I'm going to pick, and Shakira. All right, we got the Carolina Panthers. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of sucking going on here. Miles Sanders absolutely sucks. I don't know what business he has being an RB1. We got oh my God, Andy Dalton's on this team. Oh my, I just got word here on the screen that Andy Dalton is still on this team. Andy Dalton has no business being in the NFL. He even sucked when he had AJ Green years ago. Really sucked, right? AJ Green lifted him up. He sucks. DJ Shark, absolute trash, and is already hurt. That proves my point right off the fact that he absolutely sucks. All right, we got Jonathan Mingo. We don't know. He could be the bright spot there. And talk about the most sucky player at wide receiver is Adam Thielen. Imagine giving up your starting job to Justin Jefferson. Okay, if I'm on a team, I'm the wide receiver one. Give me, I'm the one. And then someone else comes in and you become the second fiddle, you suck. Adam Thielen, you are the beta. You are trash. You suck. I will never have you on my team. You gave up and forfeited your wide receiver one spot to another wide receiver. No, if you're the wide receiver one of the team, you say, listen, I'm the one. You feed me. No, but he took second fiddle. He's like, I want second place. Give me second place. You sheep. Adam Thielen, you should be ashamed of yourself. And now you think you're going to go to the Carolina Panthers and think you're going to be the one there? You should be ashamed of yourself. Shame, 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 shame on you. Shame. You suck. Man, what, dude, if there's one person I hate in the fantasy football, it's Adam Thielen. All right? And Miles Sanders and Chuba Hubbard, talking about a train wreck. Chuba. Trash. Let's keep going here. Chicago Bears, okay? Who says Fields is good? I don't get all this hype with Fields. I'm not going to say he sucks because I don't know 100%, but the guy can't throw over 2,300 yards. Like, who's to say he's good? Anyways, talking about sucking here, you got a running back train wreck here with Khalil Herbert, Dante Foreman, Travis Homer. They got Rashad Johnson. We don't know. And then you got Darnell Mooney as the wide receiver 2 and Chase Claypool. Those guys suck they are the epitome of suck, the peak of suck. If there was the definition of suck, Darnell Mooney would be right on the front page, right on the dictionary as one of the first people, along with guys from the past like Peyton Barbers, okay? So you got Darnell Mooney, who was supposed to be the one, came in with all this hype, all this talk about him and Fields trading in the offseason, and he absolutely sucked. Trash. That you have to go in and get DJ Moore out of all people, who's a mediocre 1B, to come in and take over your job because you suck that bad. And then Chase Claypool, talking about sucking. Man, don't get me started. This guy came out a year or two ago and said he's the best wide receiver in the NFL. Chase Claypool, you are trash. Let's move on here. I could dive into all the reasons why these guys suck, but let's just go on with the sucking. Cincinnati Bengals. This is another guy that defines sucking, yet people draft him. Do not draft this player in fantasy football 2023 or 24 or 25 or ever in your entire life. Is Tyler Boyd. He will always suck. He's the wide receiver 3. He's absolute trash. Okay, Joe Mixon is trash because he's a trash person with the off-field issues. If you're doubting any reason why Joe Mixon sucks, just Google or go to YouTube and look up Joe Mixon punch. And then you will never look at Joe Mixon the same way. I don't care how young he was. You don't blatantly just do that to a person. And he managed to stay in the NFL, yet Ray Rice gets booted for the exact same thing. Absolute trash person and sucks. And this late in the career, I'm not drafting him at all, okay? So Mixon and Tyler Boyd, trash. Cleveland Browns here. Let's keep going. Donovan Peoples-Jones. Absolutely sucks. Let's go with the Dallas Cowboys here. I'm going to go here and say Michael Gallup sucks. He has never been able to emerge. All this talk about him being the wide receiver 2 could emerge. Sucks. Tony Pollard was a backup for years. Now I'm going to get a little bit of controversy here because everyone's drafting him top 10 running back, top 8. He is the DeAndre Swift of last year. He's going to bust. Tony Pollard got hurt with 193 attempts with Zeke carrying the load. Tony Pollard sucks. He was a backup for 4 years, entering his 5th year, and I believe he came into the NFL as a 4th-round pick. He was not a top prospect coming into the NFL, and you think you're going to put him on your fantasy team and make him your RB1 and think that this guy is any good? Are you nuts? And talk about another sucking guy. You got Ronald Jones, who's already sucking. This is the funniest story, okay? Ronald Jones sucks more than anybody. And not only that, he is out and suspended for multiple games for performance enhancing PEDs. Guys, let that sink in for a second. You suck and you're on PEDs and it's not doing anything and you still suck. That's when you know you really suck. Can you imagine? My God. I mean, Tony Pollard, stay away. Grab Deuce Vaughn later, okay? Again, I explained in 16 rounds, all right? Let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys here. I mean, Jerry Jeudy, years to hours were not already hurt. He's on the cusp of being the suckiest top prospect wide receiver that came in the NFL that's really sucked. So if Jeudy doesn't do anything this year, he is going to make the definition of suck in my definition of suck lists. And he's going to lead the train. Suck, woo! I mean, you got to do something, Jeudy. I don't know what else to tell you. Samaj Perine sucks. Let's keep going here. We got the Detroit Lions, David Montgomery. I mean, years to wow us, we're not wow. Dude, you got to do something here, but I don't want you to do something because I'm all in on Gibbs. You've sucked for years. Jameson Williams has come in a rookie, done nothing, suspended, sucks. Marvin Jones, talking about sucks, and Khalif Raymond. Khalif Raymond sucks. And Teddy Bridgewater is on this team. I mean, dude, I don't know what he's doing in the NFL. He's absolute trash. All right, let's keep going here. Talking about sucking going on here with the Packers. I mean, there isn't much. I mean, A.J. Dillon, you should be emerging past Aaron Jones. Again, so many young guys here with Love, Watson, Dobbs. I'm not gonna pick too much on this team. There's a bunch of bottom feeders on the depth chart, but are not draft worthy. And that's the thing. For this show, I'm talking about draft-worthy players for the most part. I know I've dug deep on some depth charts, but it's players that are draftable that suck, like Tyler Boyd. People are drafting them, absolute trash, okay? Houston Texans, David Mills, you should be ashamed of yourself. No one's drafting you this year, but you went and lost your job. You had the opportunity, and you suck. Okay, Devin Singletary, Suckletary. His last name actually has the word suck in it. Devin Suckletary. There's not much else you need to know here. Robert Woods sucks. I remember there was a year, true story. I was telling people to draft Cooper Kupp, and they were drafting Robert Woods ahead of him because the consensus, the Chiefs had Robert Woods ahead of Cooper Kupp on the rankings. This is a true story. I'm telling you guys the truth. There was a year that Damian Williams was being drafted ahead of Derrick Henry, and I said Derrick Henry is better than Damian Williams. People thought I was crazy. There was a year, I'm telling you, this is true, where Baker Mayfield was being drafted ahead of Josh Allen. This is a true story. And I said Josh Allen's better and people thought I was nuts. This is true, guys. Do not follow the consensus rankings. Get 16-round draft solution. Texans, again, Robert Woods sucks. Devin Singletary sucks. Davis Mills. The Colts here, a lot of sucking going on here. Alec Pierce had a chance last year, didn't do anything. Mo Ali Cox has been average at best. And Zach Boss, the Moss boss, coming into the league saying he's a boss, he sucks, done absolutely nothing. Jacksonville Jaguars, Travis Etienne sucks, did nothing last year. Had so many inconsistent games, yet he's still being drafted top 3. Get out of here, sucks. Zay Jones sucks on this team as well. Let's keep going here. And CJ Beathard. They're calling him Beathard, but his last name is Beathard. Beathard, okay? Let me repeat that again. CJ Beathard. It's spelt B-E-A-T. I'm reading it right now. H-A-R-D. Beathard is his last name, and they're calling him Beathard. Herd, H-E-R-D. I don't even see an E in there. There's an H-A-R-D. I don't even see the word Beth. It's not B-E-T-H. They're calling him Beathard. It's Beathard. Your name even sucks. All right, let's keep going here. Kansas City Chiefs. We got Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Talk about the definition of sucking to the utmost version of sucking on the front of the suck train. And I'm visualizing the train. It's got Peyton Barber, who's retired at the end, and you got Clyde Edwards-Helaire at the beginning, and right behind Clyde Edwards-Helaire is Adam Thielen. Are you guys visualizing this train of sucking? And you got Moss Boss going, let's push this train, let's go. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire is there, right there, and he's hurt, because he's hurt on every friggin' play. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you suck. Sky Moore is supposed to be the one here. He sucked last year. Kadarius Toney's here on depth chart, suck. Marquise Valdes-Scantling. I mean, if you look at the Chiefs, they all suck. They're just lucky they have Kelsey and Pat Mahomes, or this team is the epitome of sucking. They suck so bad. Jerick McKinnon's on this team. Look at this. They just said, let's get all the sucky players and put them together with one of the best quarterbacks and just hope for a prayer, because that's all they've got. And they've got Kelsey. Kelsey gets hurt, this team goes to trash. I don't care how good your quarterback is, because every player sucks here. That's why Rashee Rice has an opportunity to shine as a rookie this year, but we'll see. All right, Chargers. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams suck. I don't care what you say, and I don't care what anybody says here. This may take away some credibility here, but Austin Eckler was a backup for years, was a product of the offense, and he's going down this year. He's going down to Chinatown. He is going down. I'm telling you guys, he is going downtown. Because why? Because he's got no more Joe Lombardi. Why? I'm telling you guys, he is going down because he's going to see a decline, because they're going to throw more, because they're going to integrate Joshua Kelly, who had a big run. Listen, Eckler was a product of the offense, got a ton of volume, okay? Now, on this list, let's be honest, out of all the sucking, he's the one who hasn't sucked the most. He had a couple good years. But overall, deep down, there's a suck in his heart, okay? Deep down in that Eckler heart, because he was a backup for years. He does not deserve to be the RB1. Now, he did get out of the NFL draft unscathed, so we're hoping that Kelly and Spiller rise up and dip into his volume this year and show that he really sucks, okay? We're going to see. It's going to be interesting to see. And they got this guy, Easton Stick. I don't even know what to tell you. He's not fantasy worthy, so it doesn't even matter, okay? So, let's move on here. The Los Angeles Rams here, okay? Cam Akers hasn't done anything for years. He sucks, okay? If Cooper Kupp gets hurt again, he sucks. He had one good year. Vegas Raiders here. Jacoby Myers sucks. Hunter Renfrow could never emerge as the one. He sucks. And, Austin Hooper sucks. Let's keep going here. Jimmy Garoppolo sucks, okay? We got the Miami Dolphins moving on along. Braxton Berrios absolutely sucks. Raheem Mostert sucks. Jeff Wilson sucks. Salvin Ahmed sucks. Myles Gaskin sucks. Alex Ingold all suck. And don't draft any of those guys. Minnesota Vikings here. Ty Chandler, I have no idea what he's doing in the NFL. Absolutely sucks. KJ Osborne has done nothing. Let's keep going here. The New England Patriots. Man, there's a lot of sucking going on here. Juju sucks. Zeke Elliott sucks for losing his job. Absolutely sucks, but he will be a thorn in the side of Stevenson. Understand that. He sucks good enough to be to suck, but he's still going to be a pest, okay? Mac Jones absolutely sucks. Let me know if I'm missing anybody, guys, in the comments. Let's go with the Saints here. Darrell Williams, I have no idea what he's doing in the NFL still. Absolutely sucks. Michael Thomas, sucks. Trash player, sucks for years. I remember the year after his pinnacle year, I think it was 2018, 2019. After that pinnacle year, everyone said draft him first overall. I go, guys, it was a 1 year, don't do it. And he busted and busted ever since. The Giants here, the talk about sucking here, we got Paris Campbell, trash. Darius Slayton, trash. Sterling Shepard absolutely sucks. Matt Breida sucks. It's Saquon and everybody else here. And I'm hoping Jalen Hyatt steps up because everybody else sucks. And if Jalen Hyatt doesn't emerge this year as the rookie coming in at third round pick, I don't know what else to tell you because everybody else on this team sucks. The Jets, Alan Lazard, Mecole Hardman suck. Randall Cobb sucks. Michael Carter sucks. Dalvin Cook sucks. Although Dalvin Cook, again, similar situation with the Patriots, Dalvin Cook will be a pest here, okay, guys? But do not draft the other guys I mentioned. The Eagles here, oh my God, here talking about sucking here. Listen to this train. There's a lot of train wrecks at running back committee. Have you noticed anything from this episode? We got DeAndre Swift, Rashad Penny, Kenneth Gainwell, and Boston Scott and Trey Sermon. If you were to, man, I can't even talk about this team anymore because that running back, I mean, they, again, similar to the Chiefs, they're lucky they have. I don't even know how these teams are top teams. Look how bad their committee is. They got A.J. Brown, good coaching, and they got Jalen Hurts. I mean, other than that, and they got Smith, who's good. I just don't get it, man. Steelers here. Let's keep going here. Allen Robinson. Dude. Allen Robinson's 100% on this train, the suck train. It's got suck written all the way aside of it. And you got Allen Robinson leading the suck train with Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Kadarius Toney and all the other bottom feeders. Because Adam, and right beside Adam Thielen waving on the train at everybody. Okay? Because Allen Robinson, the last time he had a good year was, believe it or not, go look this up. This is a true story. I'm not lying to you. I always tell the truth. I may be off with the stats in the year, but I believe it was with Blake Bortles in 2014. I don't have the stat in front of me. That's the last time Allen Robinson did anything. 2014. So if you're even thinking of Allen Robinson having a good year, he's done nothing since 2014. Let me repeat this again. Allen Robinson, who has no business being in the NFL, is on the Steelers, and he's not done anything since 2014. True story, okay? Sucks. Seattle Seahawks, a lot of sucking going on here. DJ Dallas, Lockett. I'm not sold on Lockett being good at all. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And Geno Smith, we'll have to see. You have to prove to us that you're better than you were last year. We'll see. 49ers, Brandon Ayuk, maybe a breakout year, but he's been sucking for years. Elijah Mitchell's done nothing. And that's pretty much it. Okay, we got the Buccaneers. Russell Gage, absolute sucks. Chase Edmonds and Rachaad White. I don't see the hype with these guys. Look for Sean Tucker to emerge here. I'm giving you guys some sleepers here. We're talking fantasy football sleepers. Sean Tucker, look out, man. But again, Rachaad White and Chase Edmonds suck. Tennessee Titans, we got a lot of sucking going on here. We got Hassan Haskins. Don't know what he's doing on that team. Kyle Phillips did nothing. And yeah, Malik Willis sucks, okay? And then finally, the last team here, absolutely done nothing, is Curtis Samuel. No business being in the NFL. Antonio Gibson done nothing. And Jacoby Brissett, but no one's drafting him anyway. So, man, that's a lot of talking. I'm exhausted after this, guys. All that sucking, I just can't be talking anymore. I'm exhausted. Do not draft these players. This is the suck-a-sode, guys. I don't even want to play any sheep songs right now, but you guys know the sheep song. Guys, listen, do not draft these guys. They absolutely suck. It takes energy. It's sucking the life out of me talking about these guys. Do not draft them. For all the outdoor players, grab the 16-round drafts, which should be light years ahead of the sheep. Do not draft these players, all right? Drop a thumbs up. I'm exhausted. It's fantasy full force right now. Make sure you guys are subscribed to this #1 fantasy football podcast. Grab 16 rounds. I'll see you in the Patreon group. And do not draft these bums. They've had years to wow me, and I'm not wowed. All right, guys? Optimal players, 16 rounds. We'll talk soon. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Try to keep it short and sweet, but it was longer than I thought. Do not draft these guys, all right? I know the Sheeps are telling you to draft them and they're higher on ADPs than tons of guys that are going to break out, but don't do it, all right? We'll talk soon. Do not suck. I'm out.